Well, hello everybody, it's Paul. Welcome again to my channel. As you can see, we've got a proper snowstorm going here in Michigan today. So I thought it'd be a perfect day to make some good, homemade, quick and easy beef stew. So join on with me, we'll jump right into it. So the focus on today's stew is not going to be like the traditional sit in a crock pot all day type of stew. We're going for quick and easy, so it's going to be a little bit different. First thing we're going to do is brown 4 pounds of ground round. We're going to use that for our meat. We can brown it up real quick, so let's jump right to that. Okay, so let's open up our beef here. I've got about 4 pounds. I also started 20 cups of water. Get that heated up. Okay, next step, I've got 2 pounds worth of carrots that I've peeled, cut the ends off, wash them up nice. So what I want to do is just cut them into manageable chunks, something like that. And then I've got some sweet onions, so we are going to slice that up. And last video guy told me in the comments to learn how to slice vegetables properly, so do not look to me evidently for advice on how to properly slice a vegetable, but it gets done. So the onions, I like pieces about that size or so. And when you cook it, it's going to become real soft and clear. So it's not going to be so thick and hard. So I got 2 of those I'm going to dice up and put in there. Okay, next you got to have some celery. I've got about 5 or 6 sticks here that I want to cut up into pieces like that. Not too big, not too small. And we'll add that next. I believe our beef is ready to go. So we'll jump over there and put that in as well. Alrighty, you see that our beef is nice and brown here. So it's time to just add that right in there. And don't be afraid of putting in some of the grease with it. Normally when we're doing browning beef, we want to pour off the grease, but it goes in great with this. So I'm also going to put in a couple cans of mushrooms and some kerneled corn. And this is very important here. It's the beef granules is the ones I like. Some people use the beef cubes. I like the granules better. And we'll probably go with 2 or 3 capfuls. You want to season it, you know, to your preference, but that's where you get a lot of flavor from. Okay, well this step, totally optional. I wouldn't do it. But some like dumplings in their stew, so let's start with 6 cups of flour, and we'll crack 4 eggs in a dark dish so we can see if we miss any shells. Okay, so we've got our eggs. We add those. We got to add some water, and that's just kind of, you got to eyeball it. Right there I've added a cup, so let's see how that mixes up. I'll show you the consistency that you want so you can drop your dumplings. It's close, but it's going to need just a hair bit more. See how it's like too clumpy. See? We want it to gel a little bit more. So now we're probably at 1.5 cups of water. Let's get in there. Still got some dry at the bottom, so let's just add the rest. So that's going to be a full 2 cups. And we'll see how that turns out. Good, but I'm going to say that's just a little bit damp. So let's just put a powdering of flour on top like that. That should take care of it. So we don't want it damp. There, that's just about perfect. Kind of reminds you of like a bread dough consistency, I guess. There we are. That looks good. So let's take it in. We're just use teaspoon sizes because they seem to grow a hair bit. So teaspoon to tablespoon size makes a pretty nice dumpling. Your preference, of course. So we'll go dump those in. Okay, as usual, everything's up to you. A lot of people would be putting in potatoes, just peel them, dice them up. But one thing that I like to put in is Napa cabbage. Napa, N-A-P-A, you can get it at your grocery store. It's like a sweeter cabbage than usual. But I like the leaves. They'll go real soft, so what you want to do is I just leave them big like that. You just put them in there and they'll, just like the onions, they'll go almost clear and soft. But it adds a good flavor to it. I really like it. Okay, for some seasoning, get some oregano. Just give it a couple shakes in there. And some garlic powder. Give it some shakes. There you go. And got to have some soy sauce. This is the low sodium, but quite a bit of soy sauce. Gives it a nice dark brown color and a lot of flavor. Something like that. I'll stir it up here so you can see it. Okay, let's give it a stir. You can see all the different colors that we get. Greens, reds from the carrots. Get your yellows from the corn. Looking good. I don't know if you can. That's the color I'm looking for. Now I just want to thicken it, which we'll just use some cornstarch. That's very easy. So it's almost done. We're taking shape. Alright, so we've got some, just any kind of cornstarch here. Just put some in a bowl. And the trick is you want to add some cold water to it, and then we'll mix it up into a paste. So we make it into like a thick liquid, and you want to pour it while you're stirring. Kind of pour it slowly. And I guess it would help if I moved the camera up to what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to pour it slowly while we stir, and you can pretty much see real time as it starts to thicken. To your preference. Looking yummy. Well guys, thanks a lot for coming along. I hope you try it out, and I know you'll like it. Appreciate you supporting the channel, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.